Well, hello, I am Johnny B, the Book Shepherd. This is my intro video to the YouTube world, and this is a giant cup of coffee. You'll be seeing both of us quite a bit on this channel as time goes on. Well, who am I? Well, I am a book reader. I am a reseller and appreciator of books, and I pretty much have made my life around books. From very early on, I can remember my mom taking me every Saturday to the local library in my little red wagon. We would walk. It was like a mile, mile and a half. Well, I would ride. She would walk. She did not trust me to walk beside her. So there was that. And going to story time, picking out a couple books, bringing them back home, reading them before next Saturday, and doing it all again for years and years and years. I also grew up in the early 90s. So that was when you still had shows like Reading Rainbow and Wishbone on television that really promoted literacy and go read. It's good for you. Don't do that so much anymore. I mean, they try, but it's not like the glory days, as I like to call them. And I would really love to appreciate LeVar Burton later in my teenage years with Star Trek. Thank you, LeVar Burton, for your contribution to society, both in literature and television. And let's see. Um, got through the teenage years, my changes in taste from Goosebumps went on to more Forgotten Realms, fantasy nerdum stuff to probably what it is today, which is more grimdark fantasy. If you're not familiar with that book genre, that's pretty much these poor, poor souls go through trials and tribulations like no other, and you watch them evolve and come out the other side, sometimes dead or emotionally change forever. And I find those stories the most interesting and relatable to life, though more on the extreme side. We as people change over time. We all like to think of ourselves as like a Hallmark, goodsy feelsy, rainbow unicorns life, but that's not really what it is. And I think it's what makes us who we are at the end of the day. So that's where my reading of taste have gone as of late. Who knows? 10 years from now, maybe something completely different. So you did the college thing, did the save the world phase, and newsflash, you can't save the world. I've tried. It's not possible. There's not enough resources and or people willing to give resources, unfortunately. But it's a noble endeavor, and I salute those that do. Then I got really involved in book publishing, I guess you want to call it. I did that for a good while and marketing within that sphere. I was really good, or the new kid that understood technology to a degree. I taught myself a lot of things, I'll say that, and I got tired of it after a while, and I just kind of wanted to just appreciate and deal with books. And I was selling a few things on the side, not necessarily all books, until I did all of a sudden, and I was just immersed into it. Oh, I could sell books online. This is great. I did eBay and Amazon for a while, had a brick and mortar for a short stint. I plan to reopen a brick and mortar once I move my location here, where I am in the great state of Texas. Let's see what else. Um, some of you may know me from various reselling groups, which is cool. And maybe my podcast from the Used Book Guy, which is also another group, I guess. And I decided to hang my own shingle after being hounded by my podcast co-host, Mr. Mike. I think he realizes I wanted to talk about more things, and we didn't really talk about our feelings and all that, but I think he could tell and give me the slight nudge I needed to go do this. So I appreciate you, Mike. You're always looking out for me when even I'm not looking out for me. So truly appreciate you, sir. So what are we gonna do with this channel? Well, we're gonna talk about books. Uh, Not necessarily reselling books, even though that's probably where most of you know me from. We're gonna talk about artists. We're gonna talk about publishers. We're gonna talk about illustrators. We're gonna talk about collecting and appreciating books and all kinds. It could be graphic novels, it could be an RPG book or a role-playing game book, or we could talk about romance if you really want to. I probably know far too much about romance than I want to, but that just comes from reselling in the trade. So that ought to be fun. And I want to bring on guests and do interviews and stuff, like with bookstore owners and the other unsung heroes, like cover artists and illustrators and bookstore owners and brick and mortar owners who may not just sell books, but books as part of their operation. And I want to share my knowledge with you all, and I want to get knowledge from you all. There's so many books. Lady, why did my camera go all fuzzy? Am I going to have to start over? Ah, yeah. Well, we'll see how long that lasted for, unfortunately. Camera, keeping me good man down. Anyway, and yeah, I want to go more and beyond reselling and or hey, what books I'm reading or what do I think of a book. I want to cover it all, the whole gamut. And I want to be around people who want that too. Because when I'm in a reselling group, it's pretty much just down to business because our time is valuable. And good old friend Jack always like to say profit per hour. Good words to live by. But I need some freedom to explore and appreciate other things within the scope of what I do. And it's not a waste of time per se. It's enjoyable, it's pleasurable to me. And I'm hoping to learn from you all and teach you all what I know and give you my knowledge and take some for my own. I think that's what I want to do with the group. I mean, we'll be having meetups and stuff inside the group, and I'm sure I'll get some feedback. And these goals may change over time, or hey, the group wants to really focus on, I don't know, uh, cursive writing in books. Sure, why not? We can try to cover that. I may not be an expert, but I probably can find somebody. So that is what this channel's for. And if you stuck around this long, you should probably go to that Patreon link in the description and sign on up. You get 7 days free, so you can try it out. If it's not for you, take a walk. If it is for you, well, wait to day 8, and then you get billed, and then you're forced to stay with me. Oh no. So yeah, thank you, and hope to see you around.